Take a deep breath in and gently let it go. Let your shoulders drop and feel the weight of the day slip softly from your body. Notice the stillness around you, how quiet it has become. Let the rhythm of your breath slow. Feel the hush of the world beginning to settle in, as if the stars themselves have tucked you under a velvet sky. Now, close your eyes if you haven't already, and allow yourself to drift, softly, gently, into a story spun from gold and wool. A story whispered by candlelight, in a chamber that remembers dreams. Our story tonight begins in a quiet stone hall, where the air smells faintly of lanolin and old oak. The only light comes from the flickering flame of a low candle, and the coals in the hearth whisper, a steady, soothing crackle. Here, in this serene and shadowed room, an old weaver bends over her loom. Her fingers move with grace, born of 1,000 quiet nights. Thread slides through thread, gold through indigo, crimson through ivory. The loom speaks in a language of creaks and taps, a lullaby that only the wool remembers. Outside the hall, wind presses gently against shuttered windows. It carries with it the scent of damp moss and pine, and somewhere distant, the hush of a river flowing. But here, within these stone walls, all is still. The weaver hums under her breath, a tune as old as the threads she weaves. It's not a song with words, but a melody made of memory and movement. Each pass of the shuttle is deliberate. Each pull of the comb brings the wool tighter, closer, warmer. This tapestry she's crafting has no pattern drawn in chalk or ink. It grows the way dreams grow quietly, changing shape as the hours pass, as if guided by the rhythm of sleep itself. It begins with winter, snow stitched in pale wool, trees made of twisted browns, a moon softly rising over a village of thatched roofs. But as the weaver's hands continue, the seasons begin to shift. Tiny green threads creep along the base, hints of spring blooming at the edges. This is no ordinary tapestry, not merely meant to decorate or warm the wall. No, this one holds stories, memories. It remembers a child's laugh echoing through the hills. It remembers the silence after snowfall. It remembers firelight flickering in a father's eyes as he spoke of things too old for words. The old woman weaves not with wool alone, but with time. Each knot holds something lost, a moment, a breath, a dream. In the quiet of this candlelit hall, the air seems to listen. It wraps around the weaver's shoulders like a shawl, soft and woolen, scented with lavender and beeswax. She stops only to sip warm tea from a wooden cup, its rim worn smooth from years of use. Then she returns to her weaving, the shuttle dancing once more. She does not look at the finished part. She does not need to. The story she weaves is not for her eyes, but for the dreamers who rest beneath it. Outside, the wind changes direction. A branch taps the window gently, like a knuckle asking to be let in. The fire sighs and shifts in the hearth. Its golden light spills onto the floor, painting the stones in sleepy amber. The tapestry grows. Now it shows summer fields golden with grain, the sky woven in countless shades of blue, birds stitched mid-flight, their wings curved like smiles. You can almost hear the hum of bees in those threads, the low murmur of voices at market stalls, the laughter of lovers beneath a tree. It's all there, all of it, woven between the warps and wefts, between breaths and blinks, between dreams and waking. The weaver's fingers pause. She lifts one hand and runs it across the cloth. Her touch is reverent, like brushing the cheek of a memory. Then, without a word, she threads a new needle and begins the next season. Autumn appears beneath her fingertips. The tapestry deepens into russets and golds, branches stretching bare toward a quiet sky. Baskets of apples rest beneath fading trees. A winding path curls through amber wood. She pauses briefly, listening to the silence, to the hush that follows falling leaves. Breathing in slowly, the weaver becomes still. Her body moves with the rhythm of wool and memory. Outside, the wind nudges the shutters, bringing with it the scent of damp leaves. The candle flickers beside her, painting the stone walls with soft gold. Time slips differently here. Moments stretch long and quiet, like the threads between her fingers. The tapestry now reaches her shoulder. Its weight is comforting. She doesn't look at what has passed, only at what's to come. Each row holds a whisper, a child's laugh, the hush of snow, a voice once heard beside a fire. The loom creaks gently, its song familiar and low. She threads a sky so deep and blue, you might think clouds would drift from it. Then something changes. The tapestry shifts, not by her hand, but on its own, not brightly just enough, as if they remember something you don't. The cat she stitched yesterday blinks once, then stretches near the hearth. A bird embroidered in flight flutters slightly, then stills again. The tapestry is dreaming. It remembers a garden once full of roses, their petals soft as breath. It remembers cold fingers touching snow, and the shock of beauty in its chill. It remembers a story once told in firelight, one that made someone laugh, then cry, then listen with their whole heart. The weaver doesn't flinch. She's seen this before. This tapestry holds more than wool. It holds time. She threads twilight into the corner, letting the indigo blend into the scene. Each pass is gentle. Each thread hums with something deeper. Outside, frost begins to touch the window. The moon has climbed higher. Its silver glow turns the frost to pearl. The fire softens into a low glow, the kind that hums at your feet and warms your dreams. She doesn't notice. Her mind is in the tapestry, in the hills, in the fields, in the memory of sun on skin. Now, a castle rises in the woven distance, its towers tall, its windows lit by a single golden thread. A candle burns in the highest tower, a sign of someone watching or waiting. Perhaps another weaver is there, or a dreamer, or someone who has forgotten how to dream. She rests her shuttle. Her hand touches her chest, feeling the rhythm of her breath. She is still here, still part of this quiet world, but only just. The candle wavers softly, casting gentle shadows on the tapestry's folds. The weaver leans forward, her gaze steady, quiet. She watches the cloth breathe, as if it's alive with dreams. Gold stars begin to bloom across midnight blue, tiny glimmers, shaped in thread, like constellations guiding someone home, each one placed with care, like a wish whispered into the dark. A castle appears on a hill, its towers rising in soft dust-colored thread. A road leads away from it, and on that path rides a cloaked figure, stitched in gray, head bowed, quiet as shadow. She weaves a line of gold in his path, a sign of hope, a promise unspoken. The room grows warmer. No extra wood has been added to the fire, but something old and kind settles in, a feeling, a memory. Now she weaves silence, the kind you hear when snow falls at night. She tucks it into the corners, between scenes, between thoughts. Her movements are slow, steady, like snowflakes falling on a calm night. The tapestry grows fuller. It now shows a chamber like her own. Stone walls, a high ceiling, a weaver sitting at a loom. Is it her, younger, older, or someone who simply remembers the same dream? The other weaver's eyes are stitched in silver gray. They seem to look back, to see not the thread, but the soul beneath it. Outside, morning arrives within the cloth. The sun begins to rise in soft orange wool. It spills over fields, waking birds, warming trees. A house appears modest, kind. Its chimney curls smoke into the sky. Inside, a small bed waits, blankets folded, light spilling through a window. You can feel it. The heaviness of rest, the warmth of a woolen blanket, the comfort of a slow, early morning. The weaver rests her fingers. She remembers her first tapestry. A lion, a unicorn, a lady in red. She was a girl then, but she believed the pictures moved when no one looked. That's when it began. Now, she weaves voices. A mother's call in early light. A shepherd's song. A laugh carried on market air. All of it returns in thread. She gives it shape. She gives it peace. She gives it rest. The tapestry nears its end. It's heavy now. A cloak of memory and story. It drapes low from the loom, warm and wide. The final image begins. A candlelit room, a loom, an old woman working, and a tapestry just beginning to grow. In the corner of that cloth, another candle burns. Another weaver dreams. The woman smiles faintly, not because it is over, but because it never will be. The tapestry remembers. It will hold your sleep gently tonight as you drift, as your breath slows, as you let go. This story will stay wrapped around you like thread spun from stars. The world outside lies frozen, but inside the stone hall, all is warmth and stillness. The weaver sits quietly, her hands moving without rush, each motion calm and sure. She begins to weave a golden field, stitching lines of wheat that lean gently, as though brushed by summer wind. A small child appears, arms stretched wide, chasing something unseen. A dog runs beside them, its ears stitched in motion. Together, they disappear into tall grass, and the weaver lets the thread fade behind them. She adds a river now, a quiet bend of blue and silver, flowing slow across the tapestry. A narrow bridge crosses it, each plank shaped with steady thread. Someone stands on that bridge, wrapped in a shawl, head bowed, watching the water, still, waiting. Above them, clouds drift, soft shapes, barely there, threaded in faded white. They move slowly across a sky of gray-blue, hinting at dusk. Beneath the bridge, the water reflects everything. The clouds, the figure, the hush of time. But something else shimmers too, the kind of reflection that belongs to dreams. She lingers there for a breath, then moves on. Now she stitches sound, not notes, but the memory of them. A soft lute in a courtyard, a flute beneath stars. Next comes a garden, quiet and wild. Flowers tilt toward fading light. A bench waits near a stone fountain. No one sits on it, but the air holds the echo of someone who did, or who might again. The fountain's threads curve downward. Silver trickles caught mid-fall. You can almost hear the water, gentle and rhythmic. She remembers that garden, or maybe just a feeling of it. Either way, it belongs in the cloth. The garden fades as evening deepens. New stars prick the sky, not bright, but calm, enough to rest beneath. The loom creaks gently. The cloth is full now. Heavy, warm, its weight carries memory. And quiet, she chooses the last thread, a soft, miscolored gray. Not bright, not dark. The color between waking and sleep. She begins the final shape, and the room holds its breath. The final thread slips through her fingers, light as a sigh. It moves through the cloth, quiet and sure. Each motion feels like an ending, but not the kind that closes, the kind that rests. She weaves a scene of quiet hills, their curves soft, lined with trees that lean inward. A path winds between them, barely visible, almost like memory itself. A lantern hangs from one branch, its glow made of golden wool, not bright, just enough to show the way. The sky above fades to deep violet. A hush settles in every stitch. Even the stars feel slow, their light woven gently, just a glimmer now and then. On the path, a figure walks. Not young, not old, just quiet. The same shawl from the bridge, still wrapped tight, still warm. She follows the path, steps soft, not rushing anywhere. The trees part as she moves, not pushed aside, just gently pass through. Around her, the tapestry holds steady. The field, the garden, the castle far behind. They remain, but she is moving forward, carried by silence, by time. The weaver pauses. Her shuttle rests in her lap. She watches what she's created, not with pride, with peace. She touches the edge of the cloth. It hums faintly beneath her fingers. Not a sound, a feeling, like the warmth of a hand in yours. She threads one more light. A small cottage on the hill. Roof, dark with rain, a chimney barely smoking. Its window glows gold. Inside, someone is waiting, or maybe resting. It doesn't matter. There is comfort there. The figure walks toward it, steps slow, breath steady. She will arrive soon. The weaver pulls back slightly, scanning the cloth, every thread in place, every moment remembered. She leans forward again, this time to stitch herself. In the corner, she adds a final figure, seated at a loom, just like this one, lit by a flickering candle, hands in motion, eyes calm, thread moving through silence. And within that woven loom, a new tapestry begins to form. And in that cloth, another candle glows. It goes on, not forever, but long enough to hold your dreams. The room grows still. The weaver sets her shuttle aside. Her fingers remain on the cloth, not working now, only feeling outside. Night has reached its fullest hush. The moon hangs low, and frost coats the edges of the windows, but the weaver doesn't move. She listens. Not the sound, but the silence, the kind that settles on the chest, slow and warm. Like a blanket of breath, she breathes out slowly, and the tapestry responds. It hums, faint, like a whisper through wool. She leans back, her shoulders ease, her eyes trace the folds of the tapestry, the hills, the rivers, the garden bench, the path through trees. She lingers on the cottage at the end. Its golden window glows with rest. The figure has reached it now, has stepped through the door. No more walking, no more waiting. Inside, there is tea, a place to sit, a bed with thick blankets, and a fire that speaks in soft crackles. The weaver smiles. Her work is done, but she does not rise. Instead, she closes her eyes. The candle beside her lowers. Its light becomes still, and the fire quiets. Content with its last warmth, she drapes the tapestry over her knees. It is heavy, but comforting. It carries more than wool. It carries stories, and now, it carries sleep. In the folds, dreams. Wait, not loud ones, not wild. Just the kind that drift in with night, the kind that find you slowly. The kind that stay gentle. She lets her breath match the rhythm of the cloth. In and out, like thread passing through time. Outside, nothing stirs. Even the wind has fallen asleep. The world, for this moment, has paused. And in that stillness, wrapped in her tapestry, the weaver rests. In the hush of that stone hall, time folds in on itself. Moments drift, like feathers. Light, slow, barely landing. The weaver's breathing grows softer, deeper. Each inhale like drawing in dusk. Each exhale like letting go of daylight. The tapestry remains across her lap, still warm, still dreaming. It seems to shift even now. Not moving, but becoming. In the cloth, the cottage glows. Its light never flickers. Inside, the fire stays lit. A chair creaks faintly. A kettle sings low and round. The figure from the path lies beneath a heavy quilt. Safe, unseen, but deeply known. The outside world can wait. Above that quiet scene, stars gather again. Not scattered, but arranged. Like a map. A gentle guide across sleep. The weaver's own stars blink behind her closed eyes. She is drifting, not away, but into the very thing she wove, into the stories she gathered, into every breath this tapestry remembers. Now, the candle dies, its smoke curls upward, not sharply, but slowly, as if even that wisp were tired. Darkness settles in fully, but not cold, not empty, just complete. Stillness becomes the language of the room. Everything needed has been said. Everything made has been offered, and so the weaver sleeps, not slumped, not lost, but placed, held by the very cloth she created. The tapestry cradles her, and in its folds, a new shimmer begins, not bright, but constant. A new thread. Just one, thin and silver, unspun, waiting. That single silver thread stretches quietly across the tapestry. Like a whisper caught on the breeze, it moves without urgency, softly, endlessly. The tapestry dreams still, it breathes beneath the moonlight, woven with time and memory, and now with something new. Outside the stone hall, the world is wrapped in night's deep hush. Leaves settle without sound. A distant owl calls once, then silence. Within, the fire rests, its last ember glowing faintly. The candle is spent, its wax a pool of quiet light. The weaver lies peaceful, cradled by her creation. She is part of the story now, threaded into the very fabric of dreams. You can feel it too. The warmth, the calm, the gentle pull toward. Breathing slows. Limbs relax. The weight of the day drifts away. Like petals on a slow-moving stream, the tapestry wraps you gently. Its threads hum a lullaby. No words, just softness. No noise, just stillness. And as you lie here, held by wool and story, you find yourself slipping into sleep. The quiet deepens. Breath by breath, moment by moment, you sink further into calm. The tapestry is no longer just threads. It is a soft shield against waking thoughts, a gentle embrace for weary minds. Inside its woven folds, dreams begin to stir, not loud or jarring, but soft echoes of places forgotten. A meadow bathed in golden light, a brook that sings quietly, a sky filled with drifting clouds. Each scene flows seamlessly, like a slow river carrying you downstream, ever onward, toward rest. The old weaver watches, her eyes closed, her smile peaceful. Her story has become yours, and in this moment, there is nothing left to do but surrender to sleep's tender call. As your breath steadies, feel the gentle rhythm of the loom beneath the weaver's hands. Each thread pulled tight, each knot a soft heartbeat. The tapestry's colors blend and flow, warm browns, cool blues, shadows and light mingling like whispered secrets. The path you follow winds slowly through the cloth, inviting you to rest wherever you find comfort. A wooden bench waits beneath an ancient tree, its branches heavy with leaves that shimmer like spun gold. You settle there, wrapped in the tapestry's quiet warmth, watching as the sky darkens to deep indigo, speckled with tiny stars. The world grows still around you, and all that remains is peace. The stars above shimmer softly, like tiny lanterns, guiding your thoughts into quiet places. The air is cool and still, wrapped in the hush of evening. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves on the ancient tree, their rustling a lullaby, soft, steady, and soothing. You close your eyes beneath the woven branches, feeling the tapestry's warmth seep into your skin, carrying away any lingering restlessness. Your body sinks deeper into comfort, and your mind drifts, light as the leaves floating down to rest. In the quiet of the night, the tapestry's threads hum gently, a melody without words. It carries you further along the path, past fields bathed in moonlight, where shadows dance like whispers. A small stream sparkles nearby, its water cool and clear. You hear its soft murmur, a song to soothe your thoughts. Your breath matches the flow, steady and slow, as the world around you fades into peaceful sleep. The path winds gently onward, leading through a quiet forest. Tall trees stand like silent guardians, their leaves whispering secrets in the night breeze. Soft moss cushions each step, and the air is cool with a scent of pine. A faint glow glimmers between branches, fireflies dancing like tiny stars. You walk slowly, each breath deep and calm. The forest embraces you, wrapping you in its gentle stillness. The tapestry holds this moment, woven with care, soft as a sigh. The forest thins, opening onto a meadow bathed in moonlight. Soft grasses sway like waves, and wildflowers glow faintly in the night. A bench stands beneath a lone tree, its branches heavy with silver leaves. You settle here, feeling the cool earth beneath you and the vast sky above. Stars twinkle silently, each one a quiet promise of rest and renewal. The tapestry wraps around you, warm and gentle, a cradle for peaceful dreams. As you sit beneath the silver tree, the night sky deepens to velvet blue. A soft breeze brushes your skin, carrying the scent of earth and rain. The tapestry hums quietly, its threads pulsing with gentle warmth. You feel your breath slow, heart steady, body sinking deeper into calm. In this moment, there is only peace, soft, complete, and welcoming. The world fades gently away, leaving you cradled by dreams. The meadow quietus, dawn approaches, the sky painted with gentle hues of pink and gold. A soft light warms the earth, but still, the night's peace lingers. You remain seated, wrapped in the tapestry's gentle embrace. The world feels slow, easy, and full of rest. Each breath carries calm deeper, and your thoughts drift softly, like clouds floating in a still sky. The tapestry's story continues, not rushed, but steady. Like the rhythm of sleep, the morning light grows softer, a quiet promise of a new day. But here, in the tapestry's fold, time feels suspended, held gently between night and dawn. The fields stretched wide, bathed in a glow that feels like a whispered blessing. You breathe deeply, feeling warmth fill your chest. Slowly, steadily, the path ahead remains peaceful, leading you onward with gentle certainty. The tapestry hums its lullaby, guiding you further into calm. And you are safe here, held by threads spun from dreams. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves overhead, their soft rustle blending with the quiet hum of the tapestry. You feel yourself sinking deeper, pulled gently toward rest. The sun begins to peak above the horizon, casting a golden glow over the fields and trees. But inside this woven world, the light remains soft and kind, never harsh, never bright. You close your eyes, letting the warmth wash over you, filling you with calm and ease. The tapestry holds you close, a cradle woven from whispers and dreams. The morning stretches slowly, each moment unhurried and light. The tapestry's threads glow faintly, woven with the warmth of dawn. A gentle song rises in the air, not from any instrument, but from the fabric itself, soft and steady, like a heartbeat. You feel it in your chest, a peaceful rhythm that matches your slowing breath. The path winds beneath your feet, leading you through quiet fields and beneath trees heavy with leaves. The tapestry's story is yours. Now a calm journey into rest. The road ahead is soft beneath your steps, lined with wildflowers, gently swaying. A warm light filters through the branches, casting gentle patterns on the earth. You walk without hurry, each breath slow and even. The tapestry wraps around you, its threads a comforting embrace. In this quiet world, there is nothing to do but rest, to listen to the soft hum of the loom, and let your thoughts drift away. Sleep is near, close and gentle, waiting to welcome you. The sun sinks low, casting long, soft shadows across the tapestry's woven hills. The air is still, wrapped in the quiet hush of evening. The weaver's hands rest now, her work complete, her story gently folded into the cloth. You sit beside her, wrapped in the warmth of wool and dreams, feeling the gentle rhythm of your breath. Slow and steady, the tapestry holds you close, a silent promise of peace. And as your eyes grow heavy, you drift deeper into rest, soft, calm, and complete. Sleep now embraces you, safe and warm. As the tapestry dreams on,